Hi, you're welcome back. So, continuing from the first part where I mentioned we went to India and they carried out different tests and they found out that her thyroid hormone was low, and so that was when the journey began. We were excited because at least now we have a diagnosis. There's something to hold on to say, oh, this is what is wrong with her. Because normally, even when people ask what is wrong with her, we don't even know what is wrong with her, because now we don't, even the doctors don't know. But now we have a diagnosis, we can say this is it. And then even when praying, you can say this is, you can place it, and even it's not that God doesn't know what is wrong with your child, but most times it's good to bring an issue to say this is it. So now we have a diagnosis, and they gave us this tablet, very tiny tablet. It's called Tyronum. We're supposed to be giving her very early in the morning before breakfast, and they said she can be in this medication is for life. She has to be taking it for life to boost her thyroid hormone. you know so we came back to Nigeria and we continued this journey, and in a certain way it was helping, because we started seeing, even though it was still slow, but we have to just be patient and wait and keep praying. And this medication, we can't even find it anywhere in Nigeria, so we bought a lot, and when it's finished we have to send back to India to get more, you know and bring it back to Nigeria. And so the issue of school came in, and we took her to her brother's school. Her brothers are twins, my first ones. So we took her to that school, Royal Family Academy, very good school, because we checked everywhere, couldn't find a special needs school, and I don't know, maybe there was then. That was 20. I gave birth to her 2007, 2008, 2009. We went to India 2010. During that time, I think 2011 or that 2010 was when she started playgroup. She started playgroup. Everything was fine, but playgroup was just normal. There's nothing serious there, so it wasn't really a concern. But then it was when she started pre-KG, pre-kindergarten, that we were like, oh, there's going to be a problem, because now this child is slow. She's going to be different. The teacher cannot concentrate on her because the school is not built for that. It's a mainstream school. It's not a special needs school. So the teacher cannot concentrate on her one-on-one. So it became a concern to us also. And we started searching for special needs school. We couldn't find, and that was the motivation to move down here, to South Africa. And we moved here. We got a school, a special needs school, where there is an OT, occupational therapist. There is a speech therapist, because she was still struggling with speech. She can say one word, but she can't make a sentence, which is a concern. Other children, they make fun of her, which is not nice. It's not nice. Even as a parent, it breaks your heart to see that your child is trying to communicate but cannot really communicate, and the child is struggling. The child can only point to some things or just say one word. It wasn't really nice. So that was the motivation for us to come over here. So she started in Maple Tree. It was a very good school. There, a teacher concentrates one-on-one on every child, and there's a doctor, there's a speech therapist, there's an OT to take care of them. And truly, there was a great difference. At a point, we had to stop the speech because this child was talking now, and then the occupational therapy was the one that continued, and it's so expensive. Monthly, you pay a lot of money. Having a special needs child is not a joke. It's not. You spend your emotions, your energy. You have to be patient. You have to give your time. Everything is needed there. It's not for the faint-hearted. If you don't have those things, at the point you have to gather all these things together to say, you know what, I have to do this thing for this child. I have to give my time. I have to give my emotions. I have to be a patient mother, to be able to make this child grow into what God has ordained this child to be. So we continued this journey but still, we're still praying for balance. She was working, everything was fine. She made friends there, and everything was okay until the issue of scoliosis came. Her OT noticed something was growing behind her, something like a hunchback, and we didn't know what that was. So her OT gave us a referral later to go to this special a general hospital in Parktown here, and to say good, because they are specialized. It's a very big, like a teaching hospital, very big. So, and there are specialists there that can take care of it, and they even operate there. It started very small, so it was growing because we didn't even notice. She was the one that noticed it, and we went to the general hospital, and they said that was scoliosis, and there has to be a corrective surgery, but they can't just operate on her, and we have to carry out different tests, so it was kind of lined up, different types of the tests that we're supposed to do every week. We are supposed to do MRI, the next week we are supposed to do this and that, until we finish this lineup of tests before she can be put on queue for surgery. So we did all that. 2018, we finished, and she was scheduled for operation. We went for operation. The day we went, we had an insurance, and we're supposed to pay. But yes, we had insurance so that at least we'll have the operation free, because we were told it's 50,000 rands, which is a lot of money in naira. So the insurance we got said they cannot cater for the internal procedure. The internal procedure meaning there has to be screws, there has to be iron that will be inserted in her spine, and screws. So all those procedures, they said they can't fund it. So we're back to square one, because we didn't have that money. We didn't have that 50,000. Because at the point we were having financial crisis because of the amount of money we were paying monthly, and we had other children, so we were paying, and monthly we pay like 6,000 to 7,000 rands, which is a lot of money, and that is just school fees. So we couldn't pay for that surgery, and we had to cancel it and come back home. We were very demoralized. It was heartbreaking. We came back home, and I'm telling you, this thing kept growing, because at the point she was twisted. I'm going to include photos so that you see how she was before and after. She was kind of twisted like this, and they said this thing will not stop. There's no medication that can stop it or reduce it. It will continue unless a corrective surgery is being carried out on the child. And at a point, if surgery is not being done, she will end up on a wheelchair. She will have a deformity. She will end up on a wheelchair. And truly, as everything progresses, the time progresses, she was bending, she was twisted like this. She can't even walk properly. She walks 5 minutes, she's tired, and that even 5 minutes tired reducing to 2 minutes. She can't walk from here to, even in the house, you send her from here to here, she's tired, So it was a major concern. She was in pain. She would tell you her spine is pain. She would tell you her waist is painful. This place is sore. That place is sore. But we didn't have the money, so we came back home. And we were very sad, but we came back home. And 2019, 2020 was when COVID hit. And 2021, I went back to the hospital to tell the doctor to put her on queue, because I couldn't take it any longer. Yes, so I'll continue on the next part. Thank you very much for watching. God bless you all.